Sorry if I'm sniffling a lot. My allergies are killing me, and I'm stuffy, and my nose, and also my nose is running at the same time once in a while. And if I sneeze, I'm sorry. I have natural loud sneezes. Born with them. So today I'm doing another unboxing. More stuff from clawee came in today. See, I'm wearing a Dragon Ball Super shirt. So more. There's 3 of these. So we're going to be opening them and see what's in here. Arms bother me. Another Yoshi. I got several of these because I'm going to visit my grandma and my family in Kansas, and I plan on gifting these to family. Is there a dog here there? And see again, there's Japanese language on here. It comes with this tag. So it's an official, officially comes from Japan, I guess. Like I said last time. Looked like this one was ripped a little bit, but no, it wasn't. It's just how it's stitched. Another Yoshi. They only come in blue when you win them. They only come in blue. I don't have any of the other colors on clay. Another Yoshi. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll get my other prizes. Ones I won these at the same time afterwards. I won one of these for my dad for his birthday this month. So that's all I've gotten in the mail today. That's 3. So right now I have 3 of these go to my baby cousins. My baby cousins who are around 5 to 7 years old. But my other cousin, she recently had a baby, and I don't want him having one of these because it has a chain on it where he could choke. And he could probably choke on this. So my older baby cousins can have one of these. And then one of these, if I visit an old school friend, he's going to have one of these too as well. This one goes to my little baby cousin, the youngest of my cousin Eva's kid. Cousin Eva, Lily. This goes to Elijah. This one goes to Jaden. My cousin Amanda, like I said, recently had a kid, and he's a year now. He's a year. I think that's what she said on Facebook. I can't wait to go down there and see my family from Kansas. I'm originally from Kansas, and I moved to South Carolina. We moved here to get to to have a better life, and also find out stuff about me and my brother's health that we didn't know about. Recently I found out I'm autistic, and in Kansas kept saying I was bipolar, and mom knew something was wrong, that they're misdiagnosing me. So I'm mildly autistic. There are times I stutter when I try to talk too fast now. I have memory problems because they put me on so much medication in Kansas. I was on over 15 different medicines in Kansas. Here I'm only on a few. One for my autism, one for nightmares, one for anxiety, two for my asthma, one for my allergies, and another one for something personal. So yeah, I'm only on like 7 meds now, and Kansas had me on over 15 to 20 meds. And a nurse said here if I hadn't moved here, mom taking me off all those meds that Kansas gave me, I would have died of an overdose. Would have been dead in a year. And we've been living here for about almost 3 to 2 years. And it saved my life coming here. Literally, it saved my life, and I'm thankful. And I'm all straightened out with my autism and my PTSD, in which I'm glad for. The people here are so nice. It shocks me that the people here in the South Carolina are so nice, when in Kansas everybody's rude as hell. I mean, people hold doors for you here, and no matter your gender or anything. I mean, one time I didn't have enough money to. I was short of change on getting a rock candy, and it was my first time having one because in Kansas you can only get it at the state fair or at the Cosmosphere, and I've never had rock candy before because it's so expensive if you buy it from those two places. And this guy offered up to actually pay for it, and that's the first time that's ever happened to me. Yeah, I'm going to talk about clawee and about how I like the South now. About the stuff I got from clawee. Like I said, I'm shocked. People are so nice. They're so understanding. Um, Even my doctors are nice. That's why I repeat a lot, is because I forget what I say, and my memory problems, because I have memory problems now because they put me on so much meds it fucked with my brain. And I forget things because it's normal with my autism. I'm noticing things now with my autism where I like to make noise a lot. Like if I'm in the store, like if I'm buying a box of say toothpaste, Tom's toothpaste, which is the only brand of toothpaste I can use because of the way my teeth are, because they have no enamel on them. And my dentist says that other name brand toothpaste will damage my teeth because there's chemicals in it. Well, I was holding the box in the store, and I know it was driving people nuts whenever I walk by them. Well, I'm noticing now if something like a toothpaste box, if it's something I can make noise with, I make noise with it. And if I'm in public, like in a restaurant with my family eating out, I will tap my fingers and stuff. I don't know why, but I asked my last therapist this. Is it normal for me, who's mildly autistic, is it normal for me if I don't make some noise with my fingers or some object in the store that it drives me nuts if everything's silent and stuff? She says, for some autistic people, yes, and you're one of them. And I'm like, oh, I've done that for years. And never knew that. And with the autism, I'm also severely dyslexic. I can't drive. I can't even do math anymore. But it doesn't mean I'm totally retarded. Like other people say. Like, there's people that have called me retard before. But I didn't learn how to read until I was in first grade. There was one teacher, Miss Ball, and I love her for this. She took me aside after school and taught me properly how to read. And ever since she taught me how to read when I was in school, later in my years in school, I had the highest reading IQ. By the time I was in second grade, I could read like thick chapter books, and I knew all those kids, the popular clique, and also other kids who couldn't read that well. In that high of a category were jealous of me, and that's why I always got picked on too. I love reading. I love reading manga. I love reading regular books. Um, and I'm glad she taught me how to read. She knew something was wrong. She was my favorite teacher. All my other teachers I didn't like, but I read faster in my head and pronounce things in my head better than reading out loud. When I read out loud, I read slower and I stutter a lot. But I'm also good at writing, and even though I can't drive because I can't read speedometers and also I can't measure stuff when I cook, I usually just guess the measurements and I usually get it right. I don't know my rights and lefts very well. I can't read speedometers. I can't read old dials, like dials like on a AC unit. I can't even read rulers. I can't read anything that involves measuring. I can't even do fractions, division, multiplication. I can barely do addition and subtraction now. And that's also the reason why I can't work. I can't drive. Um, and also because of my back problems and my bad knees. I mean, with my bad knees the way they are, I can't even lift over 10 pounds now because if I lift something heavy, my knees tend to give out and pop out. I have messed up knees that I was born with. So practically I'm disabled and can't work. I gotta admit this, when I'm at home all day, I do go nuts. I'm 25 years old and I'm disabled and stuff. I do go nuts. I try to keep myself occupied all day long. Like, I'll have my computer on and have Netflix on, and I'll be on my phone just writing short stories on a notebook app. Or I could be playing my PS Vita and listen to Netflix. Dad gets mad at me for it because when I do watch Netflix in the living room, my stepdad, he gets mad at me. He says, "That runs electricity." And I said, "Sorry, I just gotta have noise in the background or I'm nuts." He's trying to understand how my autism is. It's just hard for him to. He's not used to it. But I know he's trying to help me. He's trying to help me keep my room clean better. He's trying to help me learn how to be more independent, and I'm glad for him doing that. Because I know my mom and my stepdad won't be around forever. And I need to learn to be more independent when that day comes. And there's something shocking my brother said to me recently. He said, when mom and dad died, I will make sure you don't go into like a home. What he means by a home is a home where people with autism who their parents pass away and and they are put in this home where they live with other people with disabilities and they live with them as bunkmates. He says, "I promise I won't put you in a home like that." Like, you better not. I'll be pissed. He says, I promise I won't. I made a promise to Mom. The reason why he said that, I think, is because recently his best friend that we knew in Kansas lived in one of those types of homes, and he got beat up pretty bad. He got robbed and beat up, and now he has brain damage. And he was mentally challenged already, and now he's even worse. Sorry if I did an unboxing and now I'm talking about my daily life. But I might do that sometime, do vlogs about my daily life too. Until we get better internet so I can stream games. Damn, that really hurts. Skin condition on my feet. I have this skin condition that I get on my feet and hands. A doctor called it something scientific, but he also called it sweat. It's where you get these little blisters. I call them blisters or bubbles. They can get under my palms of my feet, in between my toes. They can get up in my vein area in my feet and behind my heels of my feet. And I can actually get little tiny bubbles like them on my hands. It's a condition where you sweat a lot, right? And you also sweat inside your skin where it builds up pockets of blisters. And let me just tell you, I had one the other day on the side of my foot right here, on my right foot, where it got this big. It hurts when I walk. Sometimes I have to pop some that big, and it burns. When they pop and you peel the skin off, there's actually pockets of holes and deep in your skin when you're pop. And I've had pockets bleed real bad, and it actually can give you nerve damage. I mean, I got like several on my feet now trying to heal, and they also messed up my skin. It's a condition I was born with. My biological deadbeat dad, who's dead now, had it, and it's fucking awful. They hurt. First, they itch. The skin area where they're gonna grow itches, and it drives you nuts. It does. It drives you nuts, and then they get bigger and bigger to where it hurts. Those things are not fun to have. I researched about them. You can get some that look like those bubbles, like on your hands and your feet. They can also, when they get on your arms, like I have some on my arms, that they can look like red pimples. And there are some people that have them covering their arms. Me, I just have a few of them. It's not, my condition's not really that bad, but it's really bad on my feet. And filth and dirtiness makes it worse. Even walking barefoot makes it worse. And I tend to walk barefoot a lot. Mom's been scolding me, put your socks on so those things don't spread. I'm like, I know. I just brush it off, but I know even if I put socks on, they just won't go away. I've been trying since I was 5 years old to make these things go away. I've had them since I was 5, and I'm 25 now. Those things haven't gotten infected yet, but I do have problems with my feet, with nerve pain, because of these motherfucking things that get on my feet. Excuse my language. I said I cuss. The only reason why I have game systems is because I save up money to be able to get them. But the PlayStation 4 that I got is probably going to be the last system I get. I'm mainly going to probably focus on excuse me, focus on other things in my life too. I'm not gonna get the PS5. I'm not gonna pay over $600 for a console. I'm disabled, right? The government, let me just tell you, the government don't give you enough money. They don't give you enough money to live on. I will admit this. I get 700 and something a month. Let me tell you, paying rent, I help pay rent here. I help pay rent because I need to contribute to living here. I pay rent, and so does my brother. We both pay rent here. And let me tell you, we pay over $500 worth of rent. Guess how much that leaves us? Over 200. And and I buy certain necessities I need, like stuff for a woman's. Let me just tell you, because I have a condition where I have irregular cycles. I have to buy things that is it pads that cost a bit that cost $13. Add that up. Then I have to pay for my meds, my 7 medications or any other medications that I need if I get sick or anything. That adds up to probably $40. I gotta buy clothes every month, which I do go to Hot Topic and spend a lot of money on that. The last time I spent over $100 to get me some needed shirts I really needed because I've lost weight and I needed shirts. So add that. And then I have to buy me socks at Walmart. And I wear men's socks, size 12 to 13. And they cost a lot of money, like about $15 each. And then I have to buy underwear every month, which underwear is expensive. And then I have to buy certain types of shampoo that don't have sulfa in it. And let me just tell you, herbal essence shampoo that doesn't have sulfa, they're expensive, about almost $10 a bottle. Add that up, and then I have to buy certain body wash since I'm since I have very sensitive skin, where I have to avoid coconut products, even shampoo and stuff, so I have to watch out for that. Coconut products to eat, coconut products and shampoos and stuff, lotions, because I'm highly allergic to coconut. So I have to watch out for that in my body washes and shampoo. And the body wash I get is a Spider Lily one by Ivory, and I haven't had a reaction to it yet. The last one I tried of Ivory was an aloe vera one, and I broke out. Spider Lily one is doing good. It it costed about $13, and I got at Dollar General. Add that up, and then if I need shoes, which I can't wear sandals. I can't wear anything with no support in the ankles because my ankles roll if I wear something that doesn't have support. So I buy boots. I have to buy certain boots at Shoe Carnival. Last boots I got new boots, but I still wear my old ones because I still have to buy some foot Dr. Scholl things. I haven't gotten around to it because we moved, because my feet hurt when I stand too long and my knees too back. So I have to wear these insole things, these gel things. Those cost about $30. And add to the boots I buy, they cost over $100. So my mom also helps me out if I run out of money for the month. She also helps me out by buying me things I need. So I'm pretty much broke by the beginning of the month because I spend money on meds. I spend money on shoes, clothes, my necessities, my womanly stuff, my shampoo, toothpaste I get is like $10. Toothbrushes, which is $5. Mom had to help me buy some toothbrushes last month. And also, she had to buy me Tom's toothpaste because I was out of money. Yeah, buy clothes. Gotta pay rent. So let me just tell you, as a person who gets like 700 something a month on disability, we are literally broke by the beginning of the month, and the government don't realize $700 don't go very far. Or if you're disabled and you get 500 a month, that don't go very far. So so you usually rely on your family to help you out, like I do. When I'm broke, and like I said, when I need help buying me some stuff I need, like if I run out of medicine and I need mom to pay for it, or I need her to uh, buy me toothpaste or shampoo, she'll buy it for me. And like I said, I can't work because of my health issues and my learning problem. So I rely on my family a lot. I do. And the government doesn't realize them doing all those nuclear tests back in the old days and doing those experiments back in the way 1800s. It is their fault that people with disabilities exist. Even them letting drugs into the country, alcohol, and all that. Alcohol does contribute to it. Drugs, um, illegal drugs. It is the government's fault since the 1800s or maybe even before. People with disabilities exist because all the tests and stuff, all of the even the nuclear stuff, uh, is the reason why we exist. And let me just tell you, the government hates people with disabilities. Um, and one president, there's a reason why he made the Disability Act. There's a reason why he made SSI for people with disabilities, because he realized the government's responsible for us people with disabilities, and we deserve to get better health care. We deserve to, even though we can't work, we deserve to be able to support ourselves. Only one president, and that was a good president. And if it wasn't for him, people with disabilities wouldn't be able to live. If the government takes away our money, if they decide to, the disabilities money, we will die. Us people with disabilities will die. We won't be able to afford our medicine that keep us stable. We won't be able to afford to feed or clothe ourselves or even take a bath, or pay our rent. And I've heard rumors or thinking about taking away in the future, and it's wrong. These are me ranting. I do ranting videos, who cares? But like I said, it's a struggle for me to get up out of bed every day because I hurt a lot with my legs and stuff. It's a struggle to get up out of bed every day, do things, cleaning or whatever. Even walk for very long periods. It's a struggle, but I get through it. And as I said, I do go nuts being home all day, not being able to go out and do things like normal people. It does get lonely. And I do get lonely, and it's hard for me to make friends because I can't go out and make friends because I can't drive. And being autistic, it's hard to be making friends. There are times with my autism I am antisocial. I don't even want to talk to friends from Kansas that message me sometimes. And I also get antisocial with my family in the house, which is normal. Hereabouts, and I deal with depression too. So it is a struggle for people with disabilities to actually survive on only, like example, I get $700 a month. There are people that get less than that, and they have to rely on family to support them after they go broke. Most of my money goes to rent. Most of my money goes to my necessities and buying clothes and making and all that. So really, government's not like just sitting on their asses with their thumbs up their ass. Oh god, my brother's bothering. What? I'm doing something. What?
Have the two of these?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, well, how much do you put them in?
I have to guess sometimes.
I'll look on the lot.
Those time cooked shit is usually wrong. He's asking me something about something like food. Microwave food. Like I said, the government has their thumbs up their asses. Has their thumbs up their asses and don't realize it's a struggle for disabled people to live. And most of them depend on their family. And some of them don't even have family, and they're in those disabled homes. And some of those disabled homes, there are some that get beat up by other residents, there's some that get sexually abused in them, and stuff like that. And it's wrong. I knew a girl that got sexually abused in one of those places, and she was 13. She got pregnant, and they forced her to have a kid without the parents even knowing about it. Yeah, that stuff happens, and even in mental hospitals, certain mental hospitals, they happen. And I was about to be the next victim, and because I was getting, like I said, I was getting help with my PTSD at the time, and because I have relapses, and I made sure I did my program, doing what I'm supposed to do, and then I left. I was so glad when I left, because the guy that was sexually assaulting all the girls there, I was planning on targeting me until I showed him not to mess with me. Yeah, I showed him not to mess with me. I never told anybody this story until I got older. That happened in Kansas when I was, let's see, how old was I? I was 16. 16. And you gotta be careful putting your disabled family member in those places. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because you don't know if some of the boys are like that. I'm noticing this. Like places like that hire just anybody. They don't. Some of them don't even do background checks right anymore. My bio dad was a drug addict and a drinker. He did heavy drugs and he drank a lot. And I'm a product, literally I did a study. I'm a product of that. Uh, because he had one, not sad. His sperm got contaminated, and when he, did the, what with my mom, his contaminated sperm went in her, and I was born, um, and that's why I have problems. Because he did drugs and drank, and it's a true fact. If a man does heavy drugs and drinks and smokes, he can contaminate his sperm. And I've been telling women this a lot here in the South, and they look at me shocked and look at me like they learned something new. And I said, it's true. I took part in that study, and I'm living proof of it. A doctor in Kansas sent my records over, and they studied my records and records of my mom, dad, and all that. And I was officially, the results came back. And results are that I'm a contaminated sperm baby, drug addict sperm baby. So, but even though I have all these problems, I don't let it get me down. Try to live my life and be happy. And I am happy. I'm actually wanting to be more independent, and I'm wanting to one of these days get independent and live on my own if I can. But the thing is, I don't want kids because I know they'll inherit everything. My autism, my massive knees, the way my teeth are. They'll inherit everything because it's all genetic. And so I choose not to have kids because I know if I have a kid like that, the same problems as me, I'll feel guilty and it'll drive me nuts. Mom even admits that she feels guilty that she had me with all these problems. She feels guilty every day, and that's how I would feel. And I know it would drive me nuts to go insane. So I'm choosing now not to have children. If I do get in a relationship one of these days, I'm going to tell the person up front. Because of the problems I have, I do not want to have kids, and I hope you understand that. And the person doesn't, then I'll just say, hey, we're not meant for each other. If you don't respect that I don't want kids, we should just part ways. So there's a lot of people that are like me that choose not to have kids because of that, because they know it's genetic and they'll inherit it. I'm one of those people. I'm really, really sorry that I did the clawee unboxing, and then I'm talking about this stuff. I just feel like I need to vent a little bit about my thoughts about. I'm going to tell you guys about how being disabled is a struggle, but it doesn't ruin my life, and that others the things I've talked about. Because people need to know this. People need to know this, that even if the government gives us so much a month, it's still a struggle. And people need to know that without our benefits, that we would practically die without either our medicine or being able to buy us clothes or paying for healthcare or any of that, or keeping a roof over our heads. Sorry, I tend to pick my lips a lot. It's a habit I can't control. We are, even though we are disabled, we are human beings too. We are equals. We are just like any other person. We're normal like you guys. And we should not be shunned. We should not be treated different. We want to be treated treated as equals and treated right and not treated as freaks like people did to me at school. They treated me like a freak. Called me retard and everything. But like I said, we are normal like and we are normal like any other people. We are human. We have feelings, but we are just different because of our disabilities. There's some of us that can't work, like me, but we get by because our family cares about us and they support us and they try to help us better get independent. Even though we can't work, we can have help being independent and live on our own. I can't live on my own yet. I'm working towards being more independent and stuff because with my autism, it's taken me longer to be able to do that. And it may take a few years yet and all that. So, yeah. Well, I'll see you guys later. Sorry I've vented a lot about all this shit, and also opening stuff from clawee. I just wanted to vent a little bit and let you guys know, yeah, this stuff goes, like, certain stuff I experienced, goes on, and being, like I said, being disabled is a struggle. It is, and me sitting at home, not being able to go anywhere, or drive, does drive me nuts, it does, but I just, like I said, deal with it any possible way I can, like be on my phone, go on social media, or watch YouTube, or Netflix, or playing my video games. There are times I get bored of video games, and all that. I'll see you guys later. What's up?